Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Grammar TV.
We are your favourite presenters, Will Bennett
and Jack Wickham.
Oh, it's magic.
You know, never been.
Maisie and Izzy went out and interviewed Mr. Titmuss about his career.
What many of you may not know is that I have done my career sort of like Breaking Bad, but in reverse. So I started off my professional career as a pharmacist, mainly because my first ever part-time job was in a pharmacy when I just left school. I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I was a bit of a science and maths geek, and I really wanted to start making money as soon as possible. So I looked at the university entrance sort of books and I went, wow, pharmacy, that's chemistry. It's only a 3-year course. And I went, perfect, that will do for me. So I had no real interest or even want to become a pharmacist, but I went down that pathway. And what a journey it was. It took me to England, it took me to the outback of Australia. I've worked in HIV clinics, transplant clinics. I've worked with chemotherapy and oncology, worked in so many areas with so many interesting people. But I got to this point, especially around about sort of 10 years ago, where I began to realize, the thing I do a lot in my job is I teach people. I teach people a lot. I teach patients about their medicines. I teach nurses about how to give them. I teach doctors about which ones are the best ones to prescribe. And I also teach young people who are coming through pharmacy about how to become pharmacists. And that's when I went, teaching. Could I actually do this? And I began to look into it a little bit more. And I made what a lot of people thought was one of the most craziest decisions of my life. I gave up being a pharmacist so that I could actually go away and learn to become a teacher. And that journey led me to do a Masters of Teaching for a University of Tasmania. And from there I went on to become a science teacher at Cressy District High School, so just out of Launceston. I worked there for 4 years before I was given a call to ask whether I'd like to come and teach here at Grammar. I leapt at the chance mainly because I get to teach Year 11 and 12, and I also get to teach extension science to students who really want to be science driven in the future or really passionate about science. And so here I am.
That was really interesting. Thanks for that, girls.
Myself and a few other boys went out and tried the new school mountain bike track out. Here's what we got.
Thanks for that story, Jack. Geez, Sam Brown's impressive on a bike.
Yeah, I agree.
Recently, Tom Swan, Max Sedmond and Sophie Brouard challenged the Awada students to a game of Mario Kart.
When the Japanese students visited us in the studio, Max, Sophie and I challenged a few of them to a game of Mario Kart. It was a close game with some surprise blue shells and bullet bills. We all won, despite some close calls, putting the scoreboard at 3-0 with us as the winners.
Thanks for that one, guys. That looked like a lot of fun.
Earlier this year, some of our students went on an exchange to the Barstow School in the United States. Izzy brings her perspective on the experience.
Gee, that looked pretty amazing. I wish I went on it.
That brings us to an end of another episode of Grammar TV.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.